Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on DigitalOcean. So please do make sure to check out this playlist I have created on the same. In this video, let's dive deeper into understanding the concept of what a droplet is. If you have ever logged into DigitalOcean, you might have probably seen this enticing option, get started with a droplet. But what exactly is this? Well, let's start with a little internet magic. When you type a web address like google.com, your computer and your operating system works behind the scene to translate into something called as an IP address. You can actually see the IP address of your computer if you navigate to something like KeyCDN KeyCDN IP location finder. And here you'll find that this IP which I am using is provided by the One OTT International and is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and this is the details. So this is your IP address. Now that the IP address is associated with a computer somewhere on a big blue planet, it's the address of the computer that's sending you all the web content you see on your screen. In this case, Google's homepage with all its HTML goodness. So if you're thinking of hosting your own website, here are the basics. Get yourself a computer, you probably have one. Get yourself a public IP address which connects itself to the internet. Optionally, you can get yourself something like google.com for easily accessing it. Then set up your computer to respond to the request like Google does in this case. Now, where does DigitalOcean fit into all of this? DigitalOcean lets you skip the first two steps. When you create a droplet, you have a computer somewhere in the world with its own IP. So to sum up, Droplet is your virtual computer ready to serve your web content to the world. Alright, awesome. Now we understand the basics of what a droplet does. Now let's start by creating one. So here, go to create a droplet. And I select the region Bangalore. Why did I do so? Because I'm from India, I need to make sure I select the closest location to me, whether it's Singapore, Bangalore, whether it is New York, whatever that is. I need to select my closest region. Now Bangalore only has one data center, but in case you're somewhere near to New York, you might have the option to choose multiple data centers like the data center 1 region or the 3. Coming back, why did I select Bangalore? I selected because it is closer to me. So when I connect to my server, the website loads, the whatever I'm serving on the website loads, the web content loads much more faster since I'm closer to it. Now for the marketplace, we have gone with the default Ubuntu 22.04 LTS Linux one. You'll find a variety of options here and there's more in the marketplace, but we'll keep it as it is. Droplets we'll be exploring in the future, but for now, to understand the basics, we'll go with this one. This 1 GB RAM, 1 core CPU, 25 GB of SSD, and 1 TB of bandwidth every month. And this is just for $6 every month. Then I scroll down, I select some SSH keys. We'll dive deep into this, but for now, I'll just go with the regular password one. And I'll set myself a strong and quick password. So let's see, we need to make sure we fit all these requirements. Seems like there's nothing which does that from my passwords. Yeah, and it does. So awesome. Now we'll turn on metrics. This is just more like, CPU graph, GPU graph, whatever the uses of the memory is, all of those, all the goodies just for free. You don't need to enable backups. We'll cover this in a different video, but for now let's leave it as it is. And here's our PC going to get ready. A virtual VM is going to be ready, running on DigitalOcean. I'll name this as basic Ubuntu Droplet and I'll create. Now this will probably take around 1 to 2 minutes to be provisioned, and once this is done, I'll be back into the video with you all. Awesome. So now finally after 1 or 2 minutes, we have got a droplet running for us. And now it's time to connect to it. Now here I will click on the droplet. Here you can see the public IP address of it. And here's the IP address. I will copy it and let's check it out on KeyCDN, an IP location finder. So now you'll see that it's from the provider of this IP address is DigitalOcean. This is where our server is located. This is more details about it. Now heading back over here, you'll see some different metrics here regarding the memory and then the CPU load time and the disk usage and the bandwidth use. We don't have to look much into that. That's taken care by DigitalOcean for us. After a while, you will see some sort of graph, and I will show you in a while. So now it's time that we connect to it. So here we'll go to our terminal and we'll SSH to it. By default, it will be creating the root user for us, and we will be also covering how to set up SSH key in future videos and connecting that. So make sure to be stay tuned for that as well. For now, we'll log in using the password. So I'll put yes and then my password. And there you go. We have logged in successfully to this IP address our system. As you see, shows basic Ubuntu droplet, the one we've created earlier with the name. So here now I will just make an app update and upgrade. Sorry, my bad with the typo. So here it asks us what version do we want to use. We'll set it to local. Now it asks us about kernel version and enter. Let it do its thing. Now I'll go ahead and install NeoFetch. Show you. Yes. Now it asks us the same question once again. And now when I type NeoFetch, you will see that the uptime of our system is 6 minutes. We created like 6 minutes ago. And here's the droplet. CPU, this is the memory usage, some more info. If you want some more info about this, you can type stop, and this will provide a graphical task manager interface with the load, the number of tasks, the CPU usage, and that's pretty much it. You have got a Ubuntu running on your system, Ubuntu machine running in the cloud and DigitalOcean with 1 GB of memory. It's almost 1 GB, 1 core CPU, and a bit of storage as well. That's like probably, yeah, that's 25 GB of SSD. So that's all good. Running in Bangalore with the following IP address. In the future videos, we'll be diving into different plans, location, in testing out different apps, different plans of the webs, playing with backups, snapshot. There's tons of things we need to cover in future videos, and we'll be doing that. And as you see now, it starts showing us our CPU load. There's some graph, and here's our memory usage, disk usage, and the internet, the bandwidth. It's like 3 to 4 Mbps per second. So since we were upgrading the packages, that's the reason for this going a bit high. That's fine. And I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.